Connection learners, this is lesson number 63. My name is Lee. This is Baby Bear and Frog. You might have joined us in our last lesson where we explored things that rolled and didn't roll. I wonder, did you have a chance to do some testing and exploring yourself of objects at home? Did you record them and work out the different features of different objects, whether they had a flat face or if they had a curved surface? How did you go? The learning intention for today's lesson is to name and identify the attributes of a sphere. A sphere. Have you ever heard that word before? Let's have a look here in our poster. This tells us the attributes, the features of a sphere that make a sphere very, very special. A sphere has one surface and it has 0 flat faces. Nothing flat. It is 3-dimensional. Do you know what that means? In our previous lessons, we've been talking about things that are 2-dimensional. We've been talking about things that have length and they have width. But when we talk about 3-dimensional, we talk about length, width, but also depth, looking over and down, depth. I've actually got a 3-dimensional sphere here. The sphere on this page is 2-dimensional. We can't pick it up. But this is 3-dimensional. It has got length, width, and depth. It's a sphere. Do you know, Baby Bear, I've got a fun game for us. I'm going to put our sphere over here. I've got our mystery box again. But inside our mystery box, I'm going to play a game. I wonder if you can help us. I've got some objects in here and we have to work out what objects don't belong. I need you to look very carefully and notice the attributes of each object. Look at the surfaces and try to notice, is it a curved surface? Maybe a flat face? Does it have edges? Does it have corners? Lots to think about. Are you ready, Baby Bear? Are you ready, Frog? Are you ready, home learners? Let's have a look. I'll move the box here and I'm going to pull them out. Let's reach into our mystery box and let's have a look at the objects. Take a look at the features of this object. Notice what kind of surface it has. We'll pop that over here. Remember, we're looking for which object doesn't belong in this collection of objects. Next object. Take a look. Let's put that one in our tray here. And another object. Think about the different attributes that each object has. Look at this object. This is unusual. Pop that one down. Oh. Take a look at this object. Think about the different attributes that you see. Remember, we're looking for the odd one out, the object that doesn't belong. Pop that in there. And lastly, one last one. Take a look at the object. We'll pop it in the tray. Okay, let's move this over here and let's have a look at our objects in our mystery box, in our tray here. And let's try and work out which one is the odd one out. Let's look at each object and the attribute of each object. Let's have a look at this object here. I can see that it rolls and it has a continuous curved surface. Let's have a look at this one. This one also is round and it has a curved surface. So does this one. Round and round and round. And they also roll. Oh, so does this one. round and round. This one also rolls as well, and it is round. Let's have a look at this one. Does this one roll? No, I don't think this one rolls at all. I can also notice that this one has a flat face, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides or 6 flat faces. I can also see on this one that it has some corners. Can you see that there? Some corners where the edges meet. I think we've worked out which one's different. Have you worked it out? I think that the cube is different. The other objects on here are all spheres. Spheres. They all roll and they have a continuous curved surface, except for our cube. It has corners and flat faces. That was really, really good noticing. Well done. Do you know what, Baby Bear and Frog and home learners? We're going to pack this away because we're very excited about what's coming up next. We're going to get very, very messy. See you soon. Remember, Baby Bear, when we were looking in the mystery box before and we used our knowledge of spheres to work out which one was the odd one out. And we looked at our attributes over here and we worked out that spheres have one curved surface and no flat faces and no corners, and they're three-dimensional. Do you know that we are going to make our very own spheres using clay? It's lots and lots of fun. So I've started making some over here, and I'm going to use my knowledge of the attributes of spheres, and I'm going to get my hands very dirty, and I'm going to roll and roll and roll and roll and roll our spheres. Have a look. Round and round and round. And you know, spheres can be different sizes. They don't have to all be the same sizes. You can have a look over here. I've already got some spheres that I've made before, and some are bigger and some are smaller. So we need to remember that it has one surface. I can't have any corners, and I can't have any flat faces. That's a pretty good sphere. It's spherish. So we're going to pop that one. I might roll it here to help get the round curved surface that we know we need when we are making spheres. Have you ever made a sphere before? They're good fun. It feels nice. Okay, there's one sphere. I'm going to pop that there. I might make a small one here using a little bit of clay. Let's see how we go. Round and round and round and round. Ooh, a small sphere. Let's check. One surface, no flat faces, and it's three-dimensional. Remember, three-dimensional means that it has length, width, and depth. We can pick it up. That's a good sphere. I like that one. I'm going to make another one. I might make a big whopper sphere. Oh, oh. Squash, squash, squeeze, squeeze, roll, roll, roll. This is fun. One curved surface. One continuous curved surface. No corners and no flat faces. Just one curved surface. That was a good one. I like that one. All right, do you think I can make one more big one? Let's have a go. Oh, oh, oh. Lots of squeezing and squishing and then rolling. Roll, roll, roll. Oh, that is good fun. I'm going to roll it around to try and get my surface to be curved the whole way round. No corners. Oh, this is tricky. Sometimes you have to be really patient when you're creating. That looks great. Okay, now I have my spheres here that I have created, but I'm going to test them out. And I'm going to see if they roll or they don't roll. I've got my ramp here again. I'll move these over and we can see if all of my spheres roll. Because we learnt that spheres, because they have a continuous curved surface, they roll. Okay, shall we check it out? Are you ready? You ready, baby bear? All right, let's put our first one on. Let's see if it rolls. Yes, that's a sphere. Good job. Okay, what about my little tiny one? Let's see if that's a sphere. Let's see if it rolls. Yes! And our next one, see if it rolls. Bit of a bumpy roll, but it still rolled. Roll, good job. Okay, let's try this one. Whoa, that was a good roller. And what about this one? Let's see if this one, this one doesn't roll. I'm going to pop that one there. All right, let's try this one. See if it rolls. Oh, yes, it rolls. We'll put that one there. And this one, check it out. Do you think this one's going to roll? Yes. It's a sphere. It rolls. It has a continuous curved surface. Let's try this one. Oh, no rolling. Let's pop that one there. We'll have our big last whopper. Let's see, will this roll? What do you think? Whoa, that one definitely rolled all the way off the ramp. So, out of our clay creation spheres, we found that these spheres here definitely roll. They're spheres, right? They've got a continuous curved surface. But let's have a look at these ones here. Why do you think these ones didn't roll? Have they got a continuous curved surface? One surface and 0 flat faces for it to be a sphere. Let's have a look at the bottom. Can you see a flat face? I can. I think when I was making these, I must have pushed it down and I squashed the curve and turned it into a flat face, which meant it didn't roll. So now we know that for a sphere to be a sphere, it needs to have a continuous curved surface and no flat faces. I wonder, you could perhaps maybe try and make your own spheres at home. You could maybe use some Play-Doh, or some plasticine, or even some mud and have a go at creating some spheres. Remember, rolling and rolling and rolling until you get one continuous curved surface. So in today's lesson, we learnt about spheres. We learnt that to call a sphere an object a sphere, we need to make sure that it has a continuous curved surface. We had lots and lots of fun. It was messy work, but it was great learning. I know we had lots of fun today. I hope you did too. We hope to see you next time. Bye. Say bye, baby bear. Bye, frog. Bye.